Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who do rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and you I can push in his word throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. Shalom, shalom. And this lesson is going to be titled "The Eyes of the Lord Are Upon the Sinful Kingdom," because I have a personal, I have a video of a chariot, and I took this. You can hear my voice, but as you can see, man, the Lord's having it to where brothers are seeing more chariot sightings. At camp, last camp, we just had we had spiritual conversation after, and oh no, that's what do not disturb. We had spiritual conversation after camp, and we seen a big orange chariot. The scriptures talk about it in Exodus. During the time of Moses, they likened it unto a cloud of fire, right? A pillar cloud of fire. And that's how the one that we seen at camp the other day was like, came out orange, bright as hell, just popped out of the sky like a big orange light, and it just disappeared right after. And then this one, I have the video and I'm gonna let it play out. And let me take off the night shift and the true tune so you brothers can see better. Let me see if my camera can pick it up. There you go, that's the chariot. Hey, call out by Shimei, I was shy. There's a chariot. Satellite right next to it. Disappeared. There you go. Just like that, disappeared. This is the book of Amos 9, chapter 8. Amos chapter 9, verse 8, Salakia. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Right, because the Lord has left a remnant, right, the elect, to make it out of this captivity. And those chariots, those UFOs, those stars that, come out and disappear or split into three and go back into one, and, these different unidentified flying objects, or, how Esau calls them now, aerial phenomenons, right, them UAPs. They're not only here to destroy this kingdom, but also to go in, it's also going into our deliverance. When you go into, let's get it, Luke 21 and verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. You see? Look up and lift up your heads. Right? When Yahweh was taken up into, into a chariot in the book of Acts, he said, why ye stand there gazing up into, into heaven? Don't you know that the same way, the same manner, let me just get it. I have it right here. This is the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 8. But ye shall receive power. After that, the Rakakudash is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea. Remember, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. And in Samaria, and into the uttermost parts of the earth. Why? Because we were scattered at the four corners of the earth. Verse 1 of biblical prophecy, Acts 29. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Cloud. It's talking about a cloud, bro. It's a cloud. All right. Let's get the book of Exodus right here. Exodus 13 and verse 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. You see, during the daytime, it would just be a regular chariot, and at night, it would light up, or the Lord would cause it to have some type of glow to it. But that cloud, right, is that talking about a cloud? No, it's talking about a chariot, so-called UFO, with so-called UAP. Those are the Lord's vehicles. As birds flying, so shall the Lord preserve Israel. Let's get that, because it's also likened into birds, right? Because like the video I just took, it was what? Flying. Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over it he will preserve it. You see? Acts 1:9. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. He was taken up. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner, as ye have seen him go over into heaven. How is the Lord going to return? Let's get it. Book of Psalms, 10,000. Let's get it. Yep. Psalm 68 and verse 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels, and the Lord is among them, as in Sinai in a holy place. Revelations, get Revelations 1. You see. So why stand you gazing up into heaven, man? Why y'all looking up here? Hey, Luke 21:28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads. But back to Revelations 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. He's going to return with the army of UFOs, as crazy as it may seem. Hey, Romans, the 3rd chapter. For what if some did not believe? Shall I make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Let every man be a liar, but the Most High true. And we shall be justified by our sayings. We're going to be justified in everything we're saying. Right? Us telling you that, yes, the Most High is going to come back with the grip of chariots, UFOs, to, render destruction, to deliver the elect. We're going to be justified in that because we're going to witness it. Not so long after the sea hip is, manifested and really, put into order here in America, Babylon the Great, where you can't buy or sell unless you take it. Not so long after that, the Lord's going to come and crack the skies and, deliver the elect and cause some destruction. Then the nukes are going to be shot out, man. So, these things are real. Like that video I showed you, man. We're not, they think we're crazy, but I took that. I took that video. Play one more time for you, brother, man.
There goes the chariot.
I was just looking up into the sky. I was like, ooh. Hey, looking at it for a little bit. Took out my phone as soon as possible because we just had a chariot yesterday. And as soon as I seen that star moving, I was like, okay, that's a chariot. I know it. I whipped out my camera, started recording because we didn't have a chance. Honestly, we were too, how would you say it? We were too, just happy about just even seeing a chariot, man, at camp. So I didn't even have time, but there you go, boom, disappeared. I was too, me and the brother were too, hyped up. Call it out, but I was shy. I didn't even have a chance to, take out the camera and record it. So yeah, man, these are just signs that we're at the end again. But nonetheless, just a little bit of explanation going into the clouds, the UFOs, the chariots, these different sightings. Yeah, you do have a lot of things that are drones, and you have things that, you know, or not chariots, but from a distance it looked like it. But that video that I was taking, man, that thing was straight up into the sky. That was like me facing 90 degrees up into the sky. There's no drones that just drive like that and have that type of brightness next to a star, you know. So, man, with that, Lord willing, this was, exhorting for you brothers, man, to, exhort you to keep pushing, keep going, man, and, solidify your faith a little bit more, because these things are real. That was my video. I took it. I seen it firsthand, and you brothers have your own experiences with them chariots, and, edifying, going to the clouds a little bit and explaining the chariots and what their purpose is here on earth. They're scouting out, taking reports, and they're also going to cause, when you read the book of Isaiah, let's get that. So, like, Isaiah 65th chapter. The chariots, UFOs, clouds, birds flying, as, wheel within a wheel, so on and so forth. This is the book of Isaiah 65 and verse, so like 66. Close out with this one. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Right? There shall be many more of them which shall be saved. So like, there shall be many more of them which shall perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is to a drop. Like as a wave is to a drop. The drop is going to make it out of the whole wave. It's a little bit of people, man. But then again, as in the days of Noah, where so shall also be the coming of the Son of Man be. Only Noah and his fam got saved, man. The rest was out of there. And yeah, going back into some chariots, hey, these things are real. These things are, playing out in real time. And it's just a matter of time when the Lord really makes these chariots manifest themselves way more. So with that, man, shalom.